Welcome. We're playing Torchbearer. This is session 3, part 2. Chris is GM. Yeah.
Hooray! It's me.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. So, last time, you guys managed to defeat the spider that was in the woods.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, not without significant sacrifice, let's say.
Yeah.
You were all dealt a significant toll physically. And, yeah, the bandits all ran away. So, so if I recall correctly, you're all angry, exhausted, and injured,
Yes.
but you are together.
Correct.
All right. I have nothing else to say.
Let our weapons do the talking.
I had no weapons. We managed to succeed without me being armed in any way. I'm amazed. God, you carried the whole fight. I was just there as like.
Did the lantern actually break?
I was going to say, you had a lantern.
I think it did, right?
Yeah, but I don't count that.
It's actually broken now?
Desperation. Yeah, it's gone. You don't have a lantern.
Well, you do. It's just broken.
I count that as not having a lantern.
Well, it counts in the sense that you have to carry it around with you.
Or throw it away.
Or throw it away. Unless you, then you'd have to buy a new one.
Guys,
let's get it around with you. You can get it repaired, presumably.
You guys know how they bronze baby shoes? We should do that for this lamp. It's a reminder.
But you also found a bestiary, so that's cool.
It was
on one of the some of the detritus that was strewn about after you guys tore open all the cocoons.
I'm sorry, the what?
Detritus?
The garbage.
That was strewn about after you guys opened all the cocoons up.
Do you mean detritus?
I'm pretty sure it's detritus.
I've never heard detritus. I don't know. I've just never heard detritus before. Whatever. I live on Notre Dame. I'm not going to judge. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's detritus.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I mean, I could have got it wrong. It's definitely one of those words that you read before you hear, and then you just take a stab at it in your head, and then later on you say it, and you're funny.
I think we are all victims.
That's happened to me. That's happened to me many times, so I'm used to it.
I think that's happened to me with Chris twice. One was clandestine.
Yeah.
And then now just with detritus.
Yeah, detritus.
Which I always want to say detritus.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's a totally reasonable way to read the word. Like, I understand, but yeah. I actually do.
Holy shit! I'm so wrong. I thought it was spelled fucking. I'm thinking of a completely different word. Detritus is something else entirely.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
What the
You
fuck?
just never know.
Yeah, we're learning a lot today. Sorry, we got derailed. Please.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Now
I'm
we
just
have a
reminding
better
you
grasp on English.
that you have a bestiary and a candle.
Nice.
So yeah.
Let me close up that game. Okay. Sorry. Full attention is now on Roll20.
Detritus is a baby's name. What?
Yeah, so actually this is the thing I wanted to ask. Not to just screw us even harder. But does the grind kick over now?
I was trying to calculate that earlier. I was like, hey, this is the fight. In nature.
The fight was won, right?
We had 2 laborer tests, one from me, one from Oswin.
And
this conflict.
my ritualist test.
Oh yeah, so the grind hits.
Yeah.
You're hungry and thirsty.
Yeah, you're all hungry and thirsty. Thank you.
Oh, no.
For your diligence.
I have...
Well, that's me, always being diligent.
Yeah.
I think I
so with
do
that
have...
in mind...
No, I drank my Like, I do have it. It's like, no, I had one. Drink it. All this.
We I guess we push towards the peak of the mount.
No. I don't think so.
You think we should camp or
Camp
feels
or
weird.
turn back.
turn back? I mean, we're so close though. We just defeated the huge threat.
I mean, if you want to push to the camp or push it, I'll let you lead. I'm not volunteering to either lead or participate actively in a Pathfinder test while injured, i.e., death is on the line and just walking there.
Yeah. I mean, excuse me, what you gonna say? Let's see, -1D to skills. It just feels weird to camp at the start of the grind. What would Talia do? Talia would push forward. She's right there. So I will. I'm assuming, Chris, we're like right. So the way I imagined it, we're in the forest line. And it's dark because of the webs. But we see the rocks leading up towards what looks like the peak of the mount, which is where we're trying to get to. So I mean, we can just keep going that way, right? We don't have to go back around. Although I guess we did want to grab, excuse me, your backpacks. I'm sorry, your backpack and my my sack with the shovel, right, Oswin? Sorry, muted, Sean, if you're talking. I'm coming through, right? Am I crazy?
No,
Okay.
it's not just you. I can only hear you. I can't hear anyone else.
Oh, weird. Are they talking?
Well, nobody else is talking, so there's that. So
Okay. Tyler,
I
give
can
me. Okay.
Gentle
No.
white noise.
My sanity is coming back to me. This is good.
yeah, no, it's not. I think Sean probably just got pulled off for a second.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I guess while he's away then, so, Byron, Talia's suggestion to you, or what she kind of does, I guess maybe I'll do it out of character, and then I'll just say what I'm doing in character.
Okay.
But basically what I'm thinking is, we can go around to the path, re-grab our stuff, so the relics for Oswin, and just the shovel and stuff, and then continue up that path to try and head to the peak. And when we're doing that, since we're on the path, we should have a better sight of what we're approaching. If it's like, just a bunch of spirits angrily swarming some kind of monolith, and maybe we don't approach at this point in time in this condition. But again, Talia is just impetuous. So
I like that idea. Just can you just refresh me? Because I'm just thinking when were spirits involved in this? Because I just ignorantly assumed it was the spider that was the main issue.
No, for sure. So there's the spider that exists here, but there was something that was kind of. I mean, touche. It could have been the spider that was driving the wolves out of the woods, but there was a lady at a town who was complaining about spirits not being appeased.
She was saying that,
right,
but she was also saying there's lights. But there's also a group of adventurers that obviously came up the mountain, probably camped. Probably could explain lights. Sounds could have been battle and screaming.
Yeah,
because of the fighting. The
I mean, I chalked up that camp to the bandits.
Well, that camp was to the bandits, but there's a group of adventurers, i.e., like wizard guy, right?
Like the guy we came across.
Yeah, and he's like dying. He's like a.
I just assumed those were bandits.
Oh, I thought they were adventurers.
I mean, I guess there's a slight difference between the two, right?
Yeah, it's very slight, but I was assuming like a group went up the mountain and weren't just like waylaying people on the road.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, it just all seems rather odd. I feel like there's more to it than the spider. The spider just seems to be a thing that exists here. At least that's Talia's read on the situation so far.
Maybe it was a ghost spider.
But sorry, Sean, I don't know if you're here when I was talking about it. So Talia is going to suggest that we, as much as she wants to push straight to the mount, she recognizes that you are speaking in tongues currently, and we should probably recover your relics. And might as well get the shovel and stuff. And then if we approach the mount that way, we can hopefully have a better vantage to see if we're walking into something dangerous or not. So that's what she suggests. And I guess Osmond can still nod and shake his head.
I also point at the one of the wriggling forms that were not man size and go.
I think we should cut it down.
I'm just no.
I like to think you're speaking in tongues and there's like subtitles underneath you.
No, it's probably like speaking like multiple languages, like different words from each language.
Yeah, and there's like 5 different subtitle layers.
I only know the local language.
So Talia's gonna hold her greatsword to the wriggling thing and see if Osmond nods or shakes his head.
I'm gonna give you like a shrug, like maybe, like no.
Okay. Talia kind of thinks it over, and then she's like, I don't want to take any chances. This is something that's unfriendly. Right. We can come back later, but
I also want to point out. I think maybe we kind of glossed over this, but last time when we were like when you're cutting open the cocoons, you did cut open all the ones that were moving because it had people inside of them. They were hearing what was going on and were moving, and the ones that are left are mostly immobile.
Okay.
More or less completely immobile. There are still like a handful around, but they're immobile for whatever reason. I just wanted to clarify that.
No, for sure. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
That the bandits were serendipitously recently captured and still alive.
Well, they're fresher, so.
And feistier.
Mm.
Okay.
Not so feisty when you're wrapped in 6 inches of silk, but definitely still fresh. Anyway.
Okay, so Talia's gonna kind of start kind of like motioning and pushing towards the heights path, trekking backwards, and then around now that the spider is dealt with, just to mainly recover items, but then possibly to push forward as well.
Okay. So yeah, you pass back through the darkened wood. You still see the glints of an ember as you pass south to the crossroads.
An ember from the camp down there, or up towards the mount?
No, as this is from when you were heading north from into the center of the depression. Mm-hmm. I noted on the to your right on the east side of the path, you noticed some embers out in the wood. And you see them again, still to your east, but this time on your left as you go back down.
Interesting.
I believe
I just wanted to remind you that you saw them, and you see it again because it's a light in the darkness.
Yeah,
kind of hard to miss.
I think we shielded our eyes and we're like, nope. Let's keep walking.
Well, I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious if we'll be able to see it from the upper approach. Again, get a bit of vantage.
I just wanted to, and then you head back up onto the heights path, and you're pretty sure you're back about where you were before.
Okay. Are things there, or do we have to go looking for them?
You don't see anything. You're pretty sure this is. You can actually see some of the evidence of like your scuffle with the spider before. You recognize some of the points, but you can't find your lost backpack anywhere. It's definitely not where you dropped it, at the very least.
Can I? Oh, geez, I'm trying to think the right. I guess I just describe what I'm doing, and then you tell me what the check is, right?
Yep.
Sure. If you wanna.
That's how the game's supposed to be played. Yeah.
Yeah. And if I decide it doesn't merit a check, then I just tell you do it.
No, for sure. So Talia's gonna look around, and her first instinct is that either the spider took it, and it's somewhere like, I don't know, it has some kind of stash, which I guess we already kind of looked through, or Other people are around and they took it. So her main instinct is to look for tracks or kind of evidence of movement, if anything was dragged, or mainly if there's human footprints, barring ours. So she's got to figure that out. And then if there is a sign of like somehow the spider taking the things and moving them somewhere.
Right. So that sounds like a scout.
Okay.
A scout test. Let me see. Searching. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be an obtuse scout test.
Okay.
Yeah.
2. So, okay. Jeez. Does anyone want to assist with this? It's a beginner's luck test for me.
I'll help.
Well, we all can help right now,
Are
right?
we angry or afraid from the fight? I have marked down that we're angry, but
We're angry.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, so we can help.
Yes, I don't believe you were afraid. I think it was angry. Hold on, let me see.
You all get angry?
Killing is my business rules.
Yeah. No, we all got angry.
I'm angry.
I
I'm
remember. Where is the killing? Here it is, Scholar's Guide, right? Killing is my business. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oops.
would my help?
No, it wouldn't. And actually, one thing I'm wondering, Chris, are we in darkness right now, or what's the
Nope,
situation?
my mace is still in the phase where my mace is lit up.
Oh, it's still glowing? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
You have light
If
currently.
if we're in the adventure phase, the moment we stop, it'll stop glowing. Which means I'll either have to do it again.
I was going to say, actually, while you guys were in fighting the spider, it would have been dark were it not for the glowing mace.
Right.
I guess I can tell you that, but I just was like, hold on. Okay, why can't I find the conflict rules for kill conflicts specifically?
What are you trying to figure out?
Conflict. Here we go. It's got to be in here. 58. Here we go. Conflict. Kill. There it is. Compromise. Okay, yeah, I was trying to find killing is my business, so I could just look for the kill rules specifically.
It has to be a health test if he's injured, or a will test if he's sick. This is a will test if you're trying to kill him on this. Cannot.
No. I was just trying to double check to make sure that you guys had the correct conditions.
Mhm.
It's whatever you agreed to, and I guess we've all
I just remember what I looked at.
Mhm.
Yeah, angry, exhausted, and injured. That's what you guys are.
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check and make sure.
We are all of those things.
Yeah.
All of you are all of those things.
And hungry now.
And hungry and thirsty now, unless you drank something.
Yeah.
Or ate.
I do have wine, but I want to. I was just gonna ask that. How does having wine work? Because I want to use it for my anger.
Yeah.
You got to make a recovery test. Use it. You probably will if you are hungry.
Right.
It will cure
He
it.
just means like if he does that for that purpose, does it still slake his thirst?
That's what I'm wondering.
And I believe the answer is yes.
If angry is the first one that you need to cure, because you need to cure them in order.
Yeah, and recovery order, which is the way they're listed on our sheets.
Okay, so angry is first. So yeah, you could use it.
But even then,
I think hungry
if you're drinking wine as in order to help you pass that test, presuming that you can, it still counts as healing your thirst because you're still drinking something.
Yeah, I think
it doesn't.
works.
Yeah, I don't
But I
see
think-
why it wouldn't. It wouldn't make any sense not to, honestly.
Well,
Again-
I thought recovery order was like hungry, thirsty, angry, afraid, blah 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 blah. So wouldn't I have to recover hungry and thirsty before I could do angry?
I mean, that's how you're supposed to, but like, presumably you've gotten
Or
drunk.
when you drink the wine, that takes care of that. So
Right?
Okay. I mean, hey, I won't.
yeah,
I won't look a good person in the mouth.
the grind order is different from recovery order. Recovery order is
Yes.
on your sheet, right? The one that's on your sheet is recovery order,
Yep. Yeah, grind orders is but
and the grind order is different. Yeah.
yeah, like afraid is the last one on the grind.
Yeah, but it's way up higher on the
On recovery, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. So, yeah, Tyler, you're gonna assist me. How are you assisting me? Looking for our things.
This is a scout test, right? Or is it an investigation test?
It is.
This is a scout test.
A scout and you're just looking for stuff on the ground? Well, I'll have you know, I know what several unique dirt patterns look like, and I can tell when there's an aberration, whether it's a footprint has gone by here, or somebody dropped a rock.
Okay.
That seems helpful. What skill gives you that knowledge?
Scout.
Yeah, that does give you that knowledge. You help.
Now the question is, do I use a trait against myself? But I'm not going to. I don't think. Even though I want to get all the checks on the world right now, it just
You
doesn't
need to
seem,
camp multiple times.
doesn't seem flavorful. So I'm just gonna roll, see if we can actually succeed. Ooh, sadly no. So 1 versus 2. So fail by 1.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, I mean, I guess I will say, yeah. Okay, so it's easy enough to find where Oswin dropped his bag.
Okay.
You remember it fairly clearly, and so when you go over there, you you look around, and all you see everywhere are spider legs, and you realize that spider must have known the value of the thing that was dropped and is secreted somewhere away. And as you look back down into the valley where the spider has no doubt come from, a creeping dread seeks into your bones. That place where you nearly lost your life. If you wish to recover your possessions, you must re-enter. So mark the afraid condition.
Jeez.
Do I mark that too, since I helped on a beginner's luck test?
Yes.
Yes, you're
Ah,
afraid because you have to go back to the place where you
Yeah.
very nearly died.
Talia, I'm getting bad
If you want-
vibes.
If you want that thing back.
Yeah, me too.
You have tracked its location.
But that's where it is. It's down there in the valley.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So Talia looks to the group, says, "Dear God, it's back down there. Can we see the light from where we are? The light that was shining."
Yes. Now that because you've made note of it, and you said that you were going to try and look for it from up here, you've kept a note of where it would be relative to you, and you can just very barely pick it out from up here. It's brighter up here, so it's harder to pick out the embers of a dying fire. But
Right.
you are able to see it because you marked out that you are going to keep an eye on it. So.
Okay.
Yes.
So it looks like someone was making camp, and that's not like our camp, right?
No, it is not. It's like I
Okay.
said, it's right in here. So it's definitely not your camp. You would have recognized it. Your camp is quite far from here. Well, not quite far, but relatively far.
Okay. Well, Talia is sufficiently conditioned that even her ardor is starting to wane. So she's like, "Okay, break for camp, anybody?" And she's ready to put down roots because she's now terrified on top of being injured and exhausted.
All right. I don't have a pack to take off or anything, but I motion like to the ground, or to be like, I like motion back like that toward the down of the mountain. like wish way. Like I'm fine with either.
Talia's gonna suggest she's gonna sit on the ground and just kind of extend her arms. Even though you can hear fine, she's like using similar communication. She's like,
Okay, it's so
"We
weird.
can still camp here."
Okay. You have flopped down. How many checks do you guys have?
I have 2. I don't know if we have any others.
I think I used the extravagant check against myself, but used it last time we camped, so I should get rid of that.
Okay. Will you set a watch?
No, because I'm too
Can't
owned.
Can't you set a watch and
Not for free unless I have no conditions except for fresh.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm terrified, but I will teach you about tithing. As per my instinct.
I don't think you can. Because you're exhausted.
And I'm just gonna cry until I fall asleep.
Okay. Will you light a fire?
Am I afraid of the
so.
fire?
I think it's a good idea to have a fire here. I actually might.
Do we have tinderbox?
I do.
Okay.
I think I do too, honestly. Let's check my bag.
Question is, do I try to cook for everyone, or do I just tend
What
to
do I
my
do?
own ownage?
Well, I have neither food nor water. Or a
Oh,
pack.
because you don't actually have your pack on you. That's right. Oh my god, we desperately need that pack. Okay, well I guess whether or not I cook is a moot point then. Okay.
Like, do you have food for yourself?
No, I have garlic.
So you guys don't have any food?
I have a bottle of wine. But yeah, other than that, I don't know if we have any food.
Well, in that
Does
case,
Tyler, do
it
you have
doesn't
any
really
food or water?
matter.
I do not.
You're deciding whether or not you want to have a fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just if you don't have a fire, keep in mind it will give all recovery tests a +1 ob. Just that's a relevant consideration.
If you don't have a fire?
If you don't have a fire, yes.
Yeah.
Going without the comfort of a warm fire makes recovery difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's
Also, you can't cook without a fire, obviously, because you don't have a fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, I'm just double checking my notes. I just can't find anywhere. I don't know if you could double check, but I have to have the fizzy anger elixir. I don't remember if that makes me angry or cures anger.
Pretty sure that helps get rid of anger.
I'm gonna chug that then, so I can clear up a spot in my belt.
you'll still have the bottle unless you throw away the bottle. But
I use a bottle for water, I guess, but bottles are useful. I'm gonna
hold on.
Well, hold on, because we gotta discuss how we use our checks. So,
Well, we can discuss how you're using your checks after we decide if you're keeping a dark camp or not.
Well, let's
Yeah.
light the fire.
oh no, I'm definitely team fire.
Okay.
Let's light a fire. And I'm team. You try to recover your condition, Talia. And I maybe try to recover my.
You're speaking in tongues.
I'll not use my instinct, but I'll use a check to clear my urd. I mean, we have some gold. We could also go back to town now. Like, we can just book it out of here. We have two parents. I have a parent. You have a parent that live in Crossroads. We can camp there later, or not camp there, but
maybe
stay there.
actually that's not a terrible idea. We are very, very beat up.
Because we need to I think we need to have. I don't know if we have enough gold. I have 2 things of gold, but I could two units of gold in this coin. So it's pack 1, but you can split up the dice. So I could give that to both of you to stay somewhere, and then I could take the book and use it to stay somewhere and pray and buy
Yeah.
torch or something, or like.
Mhm. No, for sure.
Or I could take one of the gold and maybe I have my parents, whatever my parents stay at, and then I could use the gold to pray because staying at the parents is free, and then pray with one gold, and then you or whoever has a higher resource buys the either oil, a new lamp, or torches.
Yeah. So we have more light.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I guess we can't buy oil and then try to like use it in a broken lamp.
No, the reservoir is a big crack, so the oil would just leak right out. Okay. Yeah. Okay then. Someone roll 3d6 for a typical camp. I have decided.
I'll do it.
All right, 10. Wear and tear. Roll. One character breaks a piece of equipment.
Oh.
1d can I'll roll 1d3. So in order to be impartial. 3. So that would be Oswin. Lucky Oswin. Do you even have anything on you, Oswin?
My cloak, my pouch of gold, my shoes.
Your belt. And your cloak. Okay, I'll just roll.
I have a water skin that's empty also.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I don't know what the pouch of gold. Oh, yeah, no, I guess I should roll for that. Yeah. Something is broken. It might be that. 1, your cloak. Your cloak. It has been worn out, unfortunately. So, it is now damaged and must be repaired.
Oh.
Yeah, so as you like make camp and light a fire, your cloak catches on a bit of tinder and starts to burn. You manage to stamp it out, but the fabric is torn and charred.
Okay.
All right, continue with your camp.
So I will chug my bottle of wine.
Okay, you are no longer hungry and thirsty.
Yeah. And can I use that in recovery test for angry?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I believe it's a wine.
Oh, why is it giving me -1d for injured here?
I don't know.
Because
Oh, 'cause
normal
it
will
doesn't
checks would be.
realize-
It isn't
Yeah.
realized.
Yeah.
What happens if I... Okay, here we go. I have to click on the thing.
Oh,
So-
sorry. The rules specifically say it either eliminates hungry and thirsty or grants 1d to recover, and not both. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I figured that's how it should be, but...
Sorry, I was just double checking the rules because I said that earlier, but I was like, I don't actually have a ruling for that, so I should check and see if there is one. And
Yeah.
yeah, there is one. It says you can do either or, but not both.
Okay, but then, hold on, in that case, is getting rid of hungry and thirsty a check on its own?
It's not a check. You just do it.
It's not a check. You can just, but you do have to do it before you can make further recovery tests.
Okay. Okay, so that goes +1d. And I can't just eat garlic.
Unfortunately,
Get rid
no.
of hungry and thirsty, right? Okay, I figured.
Unless you make a cook test, I believe you can stretch. Oh no, it just acts as supplies for cooking. Yeah, no, you can't just eat garlic.
Okay.
Too
Well,
potent.
Yeah, it's too strong.
Let's see how we go here. So, excuse me. I don't think I have any other things I can use to benefit myself here, right?
Traits, maybe.
Can you use traits on recovery tests? I guess you can, eh?
Of course, as long as they make sense.
Okay. Well, I've already used Heart of Battle for myself, and Foolhardy only gives me +1 success, so it won't actually help me succeed. That's the one weird thing about tier 3 traits. So I think I just have to pray that I'm not as angry anymore. Still angry.
We're still angry.
Too bad. And then I guess the other check goes to Sean to try and, or Oswin to try and clear his.
If you so donate it.
I do. I think that's something we should try and get a handle on.
I'll have to look up that. It should be in the Dungeoneer's book. On recovering your Erd, I believe it is probably just a will test. Or no, it might be a ritual test versus your Erd or something. I don't know.
Hold on, let me look. Immortal Burden.
I should ask Tyler for his elixir, but I guess he can save it for himself. That's okay.
I think we could share it.
No, it's
You
okay.
may not share it. Only one of you may do it.
Yeah.
Okay, how about like I drink it, then I can sit in the cup.
When you rest at an uncorrupted place, you may take a theologian test with an ob equal to your current burden. If successful, you reduce your burden by 1 plus the margin of success.
All right. Well, I will take that and do it then. Let's see if I can even do it.
I believe in you.
My burden is currently 4, and my theologian test is currently 2. Let's go! And I'm injured. Oh yeah. Yep. And I'm injured. Rolling 1 die. Oh, that should be ob 4.
Yeah. Well, you supplicate yourself before your god. You throw yourself down and beg for the mercies of the divine, and it is granted to you. But you can sense the displeasure of your god. It alleviates your burden by 1. Yeah.
And I am made, I think.
You are made afraid of your god's ire, which will no doubt crash down upon you if you continue to fail to serve them properly.
Oh.
Yes, you fear your god's retribution, but your burden is lessened. Know well that further failures will not be so leniently treated.
Excellent.
I guess that breaks camp, right?
Yes. Unless any of you have instincts that you could trigger.
Instinct, but I didn't think I could trigger it.
Um,
Because I joked about teaching tithing, but I could do stuff, but I thought I was barred from that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
He's exhausted, so he can't use his
you're
instinct.
exhausted. Yeah, you can't use your instincts for free. You need to spend a check to do it until you are not exhausted anymore.
Just drinking my elixir check.
No, it doesn't.
What's that?
Alright, I'm gonna chug it then.
His angry fizzy elixir.
Yep. So you are no longer angry. The bubbly drink brightens your mood.
I feel like a rock star drinking this.
He needs to. We're still angry at the beginning of the next session. We've done something horribly wrong, and also he needs to change his instinct to make a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Well, my instinct is to make some of these.
No.
All right, you break
I'm trained
camp.
to do that. I mean,
Break camp.
So Osmond's no longer speaking in tongues, right?
I know. I'm still considered. I am still under stigmata.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just a little bit less.
it's 3 instead of 4. So if
Your burden is now 3 instead of 4.
if it bracketed me, he could change it. I think maybe. But
If I what?
like, cause like it's like there's different levels, and if I went down a level, you could be like, you're no longer speaking in tongues, but they're this instead. Maybe.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me see if that's relevant. You're 3 though, right?
Oh, it says not relevant. It's like 1, 2.
Yeah, it doesn't
3,
matter.
4.
It's like the stigmata are mostly for flavor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as is because A, it's still the same tier of stigmata. 3 and 3 and 4 is the same tier, and B, I just think it's funny, so I'm gonna keep it. Probably, I might just keep it until you purify all the way, just because I think it's funny.
Exactly.
He can.
Yeah. Exactly. So
That's. He can. I'm speaking horse.
yeah. So you break camp. Continue.
Okay. Talia's gonna get up and suggest we mosey on back towards town and use the opportunity to recover some. Because we're clearly not in fighting shape right now. As much as she wants to push towards the mounters right there, she also understands that there could be even greater challenges when we get there. So better to have discretion be the better part of valor.
Sure. So by town, what do you mean?
Whenever we want to go all the way to Crossroads Keep, if we just go back to Grimsby.
Grimsby isn't a town though. Like a town, but it's not like can't rest there and stuff.
How much money?
Not right now. They're still a little too shaken up due to the recent events. So
Yeah, I guess we have the bestiary. We have a candle, which we can either use or sell. And then we have some gold. And I guess that's kind of it. Unless we want to start selling garlic. Like,
Can't sell garlic, probably.
can't sell garlic,
Can't sell garlic.
unfortunately. Nobody really wants your moldy old garlic that you've been wearing around your neck for the last 2 weeks. They're like,
very well.
I can just buy like a bushel of that from an actual farmer.
Okay.
I mean that's a fair assessment. It doesn't advantage us though, so I hate it.
Okay. Well, then I guess we head all the way back to Crossroads. I don't know how long that would take.
I mean, it would require a Pathfinder test. It's not long, and you know the route, so it won't be a difficult test, but it will require a Pathfinder test.
Talia, do you suck it up? I don't have Pathfinder. Do you have Pathfinder?
I have Pathfinder.
Okay. Do you suck it up before going?
I don't think I do.
Okay, so you're putting your life on the line?
Yep. Put your life on the line.
Or do we just keep pushing forward? Oh god. I don't know. I definitely don't want to suck it up, but I don't want to die potentially. And we are right here. I guess it depends what we do here, if that puts our lives on the line here as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We have maybe 4 turns of tests of. But if we get embroiled into a fight or even a runaway conflict, put our lives on the lines. And by not sucking it up before putting our lives on the lines for a runaway conflict, we cannot. I guess we could, in theory, do it immediately, but like, I think it also like narratively, it's like you need to have a moment to do it, kind of like water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Talia's angry, afraid, exhausted, injured. I know what Talia would do. Do I just do that? Oh, this is so stupid.
Sorry, and just to just for flavor purposes, I should point out that sucking it up is for illness. For injury, you grit your teeth.
Oh yeah.
Not that matters at all. I just
Yeah.
Does Talia grit her teeth and lead the way up the mountain?
I don't know. I don't know if she just leads the way up.
down, but yes.
No, he's
I'm
choosing to
thinking
lead
up.
the way up. He's debating whether going forward or back. And
Yeah.
I will go wherever she goes.
Yeah.
But
What does
I
Talia do?
will not enter a conflict with you.
A rolling stone gathers no moss, friends.
Oh god. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play my character because it makes it easier. Otherwise, there's no way that I can like decide. So Talia's at the very least going to push up a bit and see what's going on at the peak of the mount.
Okay.
She's actually going to push forward.
Well, you're following a path, so I'm not going to impose a check for that, because it doesn't seem necessary. You're just following the path. So
I am going to remain behind, seated,
okay,
praying for my god's forgiveness, but not actually doing anything because it's mechanically only functions during camp.
Yeah.
Okay. But you are staying where you are. I will keep that in mind. Hold on. Let me figure out what I'm...
Just put me there. Let me go a little bit
here we
forward.
go. I named it something different in my notes than what I named it on the map. Okay. So, you arrive at a bluff, shaded with the few brave trees that make it this far up the mountainside. Nearby, another path heads back down the mountain. The wind is cold, but instead of refreshing, it is noisome and foul. A bonfire roars up ahead, and a massive humanoid beast crouches in front of it, poking at it with a tree branch and grunting with amusement as the sparks fly. A large pile of bones, interspersed with cloth and other materials, is heaped near the fire. Beyond it, a path wends further up the mountain.
So this is on the way up towards the mountain, right?
Yes, you are close to the mountaintop.
And there's a large, like, troll, basically?
It's a humanoid figure.
Okay.
Hold on, let me, I'm just going to double check my notes here. What did I call this? I called this the cobblestone path, not the heights path.
Okay.
Let me just rename it so that I can orient myself in my notes.
Does this connect to this?
Sorry?
Like, does the cobblestone path start here? Does it like?
No, it does. They for all. That's why I didn't use that name here. But I was just using this to say that it was a cobblestone path.
Okay.
But it's not the area in my notes that I have labeled
Got
cobblestone
the
path.
cobblestone path? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the one that I labeled in my notes as that.
None
They
of
are
them are
both
labeled
cobblestone
V.
paths. Oops.
They're not. They're none. None of them are labeled the cobblestone path. Ah, I see it now. I see the error of my ways.
What's going on here? There we go. Boop. Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. It was just being weird. Yes. Yeah. So you guys are on this bluff. So yeah. Like I said, the path kind of like it goes up it stays on the high ground, but it kind of goes around towards. So you're close to the peak of the mountain, which is over here, but you've kind of like gone around the edge of this like valley that's just below the mountaintop. So you're on like a ridge line, basically approaching the mountain peak.
Okay.
But yeah.
Hmm.
So it's close. You've ascended basically the whole way up. But yeah. There's a thing at a fire.
With bones all around it. Yeah, okay. Talia's gonna turn right back around.
Okay.
Head back down the path.
Okay. You meet back up with Osmond. Uneventfully.
Talia has like
The thing seems to have
wide
not
eyes.
noticed your presence or remarked on it in any way.
Excellent. Talia, with wide eyes, comes back to Osmond and says, "Okay, we're going back home." And she starts making the way towards Crossroads Keep.
I thank the lords that my friends have seen reason, for I cannot reason with them.
Let me just, before you guys, well, you can discuss what you're going to do next.
How does recovery work in town? Like, we have no check, so can we even recover anything?
You can
gold.
for a price.
Gold.
Okay, interesting. And I know technically I'm staying at a hotel, which automatically recovers my, exhaustion.
Yeah. Even it's magical how good it is.
Yeah. And then once I do that, I can start cooking for us again. And then we can stave off at least hungry and thirsty from the grind. So yeah, I guess we should just head back to town then and spend whatever we can. We have a bunch of broken things as well.
All right. Who's making the check? It'll be an OB2 Pathfinder check.
I will make it.
To town. All right. I am obliged to inform you that death is on the line.
Okay. Does anybody want to assist me?
Not.
I am obliged to inform you that death would also be on the line if they help.
Right?
Oh,
Also.
Oh yeah, everyone's afraid.
Yeah, it would be on the line because we're also injured, yes, and then also afraid.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I can help anyways.
Use foolhardy for myself to use it against myself. I don't think so. Talia's pretty resolved right now. The thing is, if I suck it up, I literally am going to take a hit to health, which is just 1 point away from being 6.
Or another health-related skill.
Yeah, which would be Pathfinder, Fighter, Hunter. All things I value very highly. Talia, would she grit her teeth and push forward? I mean, she's got level 3 foolhardy, so. Oh.
They'd rather risk your whole character instead of one skill.
Talia would.
No, but she's gritting her teeth either way, really, right? Because she's either gonna like grit her teeth and like die, or grit her teeth and like not die, but like have a hard time.
But I don't know, just.
This is more of like the delicious moment for Andrew to suffer through.
Yes, exactly. Decide how. Yeah, this is what the game is designed to do. So
yeah.
This is good.
That's fun. I mean, would I be happy if I grit my teeth? No. Would I be sad if Talia died? I mean, we're here to play our characters and have fun, right? Not to live forever.
Hey, either way, if he hands you the dead condition, we're getting there regardless. Your last triumphant thing. I'm happy either way.
Okay. Talia doesn't want to get her friends back safely, but she's willing to risk herself if that's what it takes. Talia didn't get where she is being safe, so she's going to just make the test.
All right.
He's distancing himself in his mind using Talia in third person. Say, I will make the test, Andrew. Say, Talia will make the test.
No, it's Talia. Talia will make the test. This is how it's been the whole time. It's not going to change now.
Don't do it, Talia.
Okay.
You could capital D-I-E.
Oh, did you succeed?
Did it.
Ooh.
You did.
In fact, I succeeded with an extra success.
You reached the town gate. No problem.
Excellent.
Talia's like bleeding. What is the nature of my injury?
You guys are in rough shape.
Spider
You
wounds.
all I was gonna. I mean, you were getting batted by a spider, so probably like internal bruising,
Okay.
broken bone,
Broken
that kind of
bone?
thing,
Okay.
broken ribs, stuff like that. Whatever splits your boat, I'm
Yeah.
flexible on that.
But it technically affects the healer test.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be a slash or a sword wound, right? It would be
Right.
it would be bludgeoning.
Okay.
So.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Well, we made it, guys. So I just ran to the
You're
group.
back in town.
And it's like, I'm gonna go see my parents. And like dragging her sword behind her, just like slowly hobbles towards the hotel their parents own.
Okay.
Do we have to roll for a town event?
Oh yes, we do. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot about that. Hold on. Let me see. Town event. Boop, boop, boop. You did not pray the shrine. No disasters. Okay. Town events. Rolling. Da, da, da. Roll for town events. 279. Oh, right. Sorry. This is a bustling or busy crossroads, right? Yeah.
Yeah, busy crossroads.
All right. Uh, 283. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Someone roll 3d6.
I'll do it.
Okay. Nine. Enemy at the gates. An enemy awaits. Game Master's
God.
choice. So, a local noble meets your group at the gates.
Okay.
Halt! Are you the vagabonds who claim to be acting under my auspices?
Probably
The town of
Byron.
Grimsby sends word that I have sent a group to aid them. They match your descriptions.
I don't know. It's probably somebody else.
A likely story.
Well, I mean, it is if it's true, which it is.
I see through your lies, vagabonds. Know this. I am one of the members of the Merchants Guild, and we will not brook your insolence. My word has been tarnished, and I will see it made right. So you have made a powerful enemy in the Merchants Guild.
Excellent.
So mark that down. I haven't decided the details of that as of yet.
What's his name?
So, his name is Micah.
Wait,
Micah,
how do we tarnish your name? I'm confused. We succeeded, I thought.
Micah Chipman. You didn't succeed. You rolled a town events roll.
No, I meant in general, like when we did the thing.
When you did what thing?
He's accusing us of tarnishing his name. How do we tarnish it? I thought
because you said that he sent you there, but he didn't.
Well, you know what? How about we work together?
You lied and said that you lied and said that you were representatives of a specific noble family who Grimsby had petitioned. That's him. he had not sent you, but you said that he was, and because he is displeased with the fact that you are acting on his behalf without his consent.
Well, you know what? That won't be the case if you hire us, maybe. Then maybe you might have sent us. I think this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
He seems to disagree. Anyway, his name is Micah Chipman. So, you have made a powerful enemy in the local merchants guild. We will see what that hails for you in the future. But as for now,
no, he didn't.
It might be something I can leave for a future DM to pick up in a later conflict.
Excellent.
Perhaps, perhaps this is a hook that a later GM might want to use for some purpose. Because I haven't thought or maybe I'll figure out something to do with it next time. Who knows? But for now.
All right. I am. So is he like yelling and then left? Like he basically scolded us.
He's just delivered the message. You're not barred from entering the town or anything like
Excellent.
that. But you have been put on notice.
Oh no! He just delivered.
And he delivered it in person. He didn't get some guy to do it for him. That's relevant.
He just cut a promo. Oh no!
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly. He basically said it spells disaster for you, that sacrifice.
Elliot shoots daggers at Byron.
All right, now we determine our accommodations and like split up the loot.
Please.
I am going to roll to see what I'm going to stay with my parents, and I'm going to roll to see what kind of house they have. One high number 6. Oh my god, a hotel.
Hotel.
You live with me.
You guys are living high on the hog.
Well, what is your
Are we related?
Maybe. What does your parents do?
My parents, I have them as a haggler and a cook. So my canon is that my mom is a baker and my dad runs the business side of the operation.
Okay. My parents are both cooks, so they probably work for your parents.
half siblings? Or maybe they're just all in the same hotel.
Yep. I mean, they probably
you all work for whatever. You guys, your families run the place, and some upjump noble technically owns it, but
that's so funny.
Works for me.
He's always putting his neck up for me.
I mean, it would also make sense why he joined up with you, right? Because if you guys have a prior relationship of some kind, makes it all the better. Okay, so that just leaves you, Tyler. What kind of accommodation do you wish to have?
Whatever my exhausted and afraid self can afford. Hopefully just a stable, I guess, unless I can stay with one of your parents.
Unfortunately not. There's only enough space for
also
them. And even then, keep in mind they don't, they're putting them out. So yeah, the stables or the flop house. I think probably the flop house is just better, right?
I mean, flop house is probably best for me, unless I can be like a street urchin.
Yeah, flop houses are better than stables. Because stable, you can only make one recovery test, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Stables are better in the sense that if you are wanted by someone in town, you can hide out there and not be found.
Yeah, am I wanted by somebody in town? That guy.
You just hide.
Not just yet. I'm not going to be that cruel.
I mean, that'd be funny. I wouldn't be mad.
All right. Well, horses. No. Excellent. My parents live at a hotel. I'm gonna add that into my enemies and allies section.
Yes, make sure you all have this Micah Chipman as your enemy as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna like we could round up our parents and friends to live in like Crossroads Keep and establish a town, but if they're like operating a hotel, like no way.
Well, they probably don't own the hotel, right? Probably the owner is some noble, right?
Yeah, but if we could crash in the hotel like every now and again.
Some noble who shall not be named.
Like Lord Chipman is like, oh no, I'm wearing his colors. Even.
Yeah.
Oh no, what colors? Gotta change.
Gotta switch to the Bloods.
Oh, we're going purple.
All right, yeah. So I have a pouch of gold that I started with because I don't have a mentor, and I'm willing to spend this and help you guys out. Also, what?
How about? Sorry, I just gotta use the bathroom really quick. So you guys discuss what you want to do in town while I'm gone.
Sure.
Yep, that's no problem.
I'll be right back.
Tyler, what are you staying at? You're staying at a
Staying in a flop house.
flop house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So it says you get 1 recovery test.
you'll need to get food somehow or whatever.
I don't know. I already drank my fizzy lifting drink. My fizzy anger drink. I essentially drank the equivalent of a Rockstar energy drink, and it has not filled me up, even though that's what it would do in real life. What's your favorite Rockstar flavor?
I don't drink Rockstar.
Mine is sour apple. I recommend drinking Rockstar at least once a month so you can better appreciate your mortality. And in case you really need to wake up. Like, energy drinks are fun and no one gets hurt.
Okay, so I'm going to mark off that I'm hungry and no longer exhausted because I'm.
Yeah. Does that happen now?
I don't know. You stay there and automatically recover it.
Okay.
So, I'm just gonna do it now. So, because like whether or not we like roll or not now, they recover from sick and injured. Okay, so. And we have 2 free tests for recover. I almost want to buy alcohol to try to recover both angry and afraid. Buy like a fucking bottle of wine. Use the bottle to fill it up on the way out. What do you guys have in terms of like coins and stuff?
I don't think I have anything.
There's the bestiary. Who grabbed that?
There's the bestiary and the candle.
I need the candle.
I'm curious, what does the candle look like? Can I investigate the candle?
I'm sure you could. I don't know if there's much to it.
Well, I mean, if we found a candle in a bestiary, and we haven't read the bestiary yet, I wonder if the candle, if lit a certain way, under a certain light, will reveal things in the bestiary that were previously unknown or not easily seen.
Probably not.
But maybe.
I mean, it would if you used your wizard sight, maybe.
You know what? I would love to do that. I want to investigate this book.
But what's your scholar at?
My scholar is 2.
Yeah, that's pretty okay. I don't know. I think it would be. I don't know. It'd be hard, but well, you could read it. I don't know what it would do. Usually, like it's to provide like identification. So if you were to like read about, say, try to identify that thing that we just saw and figure out its weakness, that would be a use of it if it was in the bestiary.
That's kind of what I wanted.
But I didn't see it. I didn't see it though, so you guys gotta do that. But yeah, but we need more money, or you guys are gonna like risk your current resources.
Yeah.
But if you don't do much, Talia's probably okay, and Byron needs at least 1 gold if he doesn't do anything besides your 1 recovery test. But you probably should get more stuff. I don't know. Also, I realized cannot buy anything. We don't have enough items. I guess there's there's that giant ring on his on Talia's head, but giant sized ring of silver or whatever with like the Mountain King's crown sort of thing.
Oh, I have that?
No, on Talia. Sorry, Byron's wearing it like a crown, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like we're gonna have to save that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it depends. If it seems like Byron's wearing a lot of fancy things, but also those are his to decide.
Commenting on my appearance.
I'm just saying, in terms of what we have to sell, I think that's just about it.
I have nothing to sell.
We have the bestiary as well.
Oh wait, let me read it
Which I
first.
think was 3D, right?
Yeah, he has a silver necklace. His like it says cool past ring. Oh, that is a ring from his past, but it is also I think worth either a cash die or a +1 die because he's an orphan. Or it's either with 1 die or 2 die. I'm not sure which.
Okay.
He has an Aegis ring, which isn't anything. You have a scroll of ethereal darts.
Yeah.
You need to memorize that scroll.
I should. I have a lot I need to memorize.
I think that's the more powerful version of the bees spell. Once you memorize it, you could make a scroll and then use it, even though it's like you don't have space for it.
Yeah. I'm glad we were never in any real danger up until this point, so I never needed to use it. Yeah, let that sink in. That's called hubris.
Yeah. So how do we want to divide the funds we do have? So Tyler, you're going to need at least 1 die just to stay. Sean, you and I will have to spend 1 just because of town rules, right? But we can just spend that to get another check, I believe. So we'll have 3 checks total for recovering.
If you fail 1, you don't get to make more.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, it's going to be risky. I also want to buy alcohol now.
But there's not enough money.
How much money do we have? We have 5D, don't we, technically?
Yeah, but you can't break up 3, so...
Oh, it has to all go to 1 person?
3 bills, so 3 objects. Because only cash die could be broken up, and jewels. But, and sometimes jewels can't be, depending on their size. So, like, that thing can only be paid off, like, 1 item. So, if we want to buy something, one of you are gonna have to buy it with just your reputation.
Oh. I have a great reputation.
Currently, wait, you're not injured, Byron?
No, I'm just terrified, and I'm tired of being terrified.
I think everyone is injured.
How did you recover injured?
I didn't think I was injured.
Everyone got, at the end of the spider fight, everyone got injured. Everyone was angry, and everyone was exhausted.
Okay,
So.
I was already exhausted, so...
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so... Wait, why am I angry again?
The spider fight.
No, but
spider.
you recovered it.
I recovered.
Oh, you recovered.
Yeah, you're not angry, but you are still exhausted and injured, I believe.
Yeah. I'm
Unless-
so afraid to.
Unless I don't remember. Yeah, and you were afraid because of later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have talked through your town phase a little bit, at least.
A little bit. At least to say that we feel like we don't have enough money to do everything. So
Yeah, that's good. Can't have too much money, then you just get into trouble. You know?
Yeah. So so I will buy one thing of. If I buy wine or whatever it is, I can only use that for one test, right?
Yep.
Okay. And is it one
you
die?
can either use it for hungry and thirsty, or you can use it for.
Wait, don't. Are you gonna buy wine from this place, or are you gonna go to like the tavern? And if you go to the tavern, you might be able to add it to your bill.
That's true.
What do you mean?
Like instead of having to buy it outright, you could add it to your bill.
In the tavern, yeah. If you go to the tavern, you can drink for free. Well, it's part of the cost of going to the tavern is you get a drink.
Okay, but then I wouldn't be staying at the hotel.
No, it's not a place you could stay at. It's like a place you go to do.
It's a place you go to drink.
Oh.
It's a place you go to drink and hire people. You can also tell tales.
Okay.
Possibly get a free drink if you tell tales.
That kind of sounds fun, honestly.
Telling tales is fun, but you got to make an orator test.
Orator test. I mean, just the idea that Talia's angry. Like, Talia's just angry, afraid. I guess she's technically not going to be exhausted at the end of this.
Or a
check
boast test, by the way. We could be boasting. Which is...
Humans tend to be good at telling tales because they have the boasting nature, yes.
Okay.
I am also boastful.
All humans are.
Yeah.
It's just the way they're made. They
I love boasting.
They can't help but talk about how great they are.
Wait, how does this tavern work? I mean, I kind of want to go. I definitely want to drink.
Yeah, so at the tavern, when you go,
the first drink at a tavern, hungry and thirsty. The first drink also earns a roll in the tavern rumors table, fan of the town events. A second drink may be used to make a recovery test for the angry condition with a plus 1d bonus.
And then that's plus 2 lifestyle. Plus 1 per drink.
I need to get 2 there.
But yeah, if you tell tales, you can get a free drink.
Tell tales. Oh my god. I want to... Sorry, Talia, go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to do that too. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Talia has a lot of tales to tell. Like how she single-handedly defeated a giant spider.
Hey.
It's a better story, though.
Yeah. Can I do that? That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. That's exactly what Tully needs after almost dying.
Sure. Yeah, okay. You go to the tavern.
Okay.
So do you want to tell tales right away, or...
Yeah, she basically starts telling tales as soon as she opens the door.
All right.
This is her hometown, right?
Go ahead and make an OB3 orator test.
Oh, wait, can I do it boasting, since it's like...
Well, that's not a skill, so I'm going to tell you it's an OB3 orator test, and you can use your nature if you feel your nature is relevant.
Boast about it, and then if you don't have it, you could then make it's your nature.
Exactly. If it's in your nature, you can roll nature instead, right?
Okay.
You have to be boastful.
Okay. So yeah, Tully's gonna just like almost kick open the door. She's like, I imagine she's covered in dirt, blood. She's probably like wheezing a bit. She's dragging her sword behind her, and she's gonna say, "You'll never believe what I have done." And then she like walks over to the bar and like slams her greatsword into the wood and the floor. And then she's looking at the barkeep and all the patrons around.
Yeah.
And says, "You townsfolk with your simple lives and your easy ways, you've never had to risk your lives doing truly heroic things." And then she shows, like, lifts up her leather armor and her jerkin and shows where she's like probably bleeding internally. It's like all this bruising.
Yeah, it elicits a gasp from the crowd.
Like, wow, Talia, you're so fucking cool. You're not condescending at all.
North of here, past the town of Grimsby, there lies a forest, and she's starting to see if everyone like gather around, and she's starting to get into that like storytelling mode. Deep in the dark, where spirits roam, and even direwolves and bandits are too afraid to go, there lives an enormous spider, which makes the forest its home. And then she kind of puffs up her chest a bit and grabs her sword. With this sword, and then she flexes, and with these arms alone did I defeat this great beast.
Oh my god.
All right. All right. I think that's enough to make the test.
Okay.
God
And we'll
damn
we'll see how
you.
it goes from there.
That's stolen valor.
I know.
It's a
Hey,
better story though, guys. Come on.
Okay, so
This is like
I'll
a
roll.
Buffwin thing, man. Like this is something I would do.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so I just make a nature test, right?
Nature test ob 3, I
Because
think.
you were boasting, yes.
Yeah.
Ob 3 because I'm looking at it. Looking at the ob.
Can I
Up
use?
3.
I can't use anything for myself here because I've already used Heart of Battle. Foolhardy. Nah,
God
doesn't make
damn
sense.
you! I can't even come. If I wasn't speaking in tongues right now, I would I would lay the record down.
Talia looks over at Osmond, smiling as he blabbers in incoherent language.
My friend
Okay.
struck dumb by the spider.
With terror.
2.
Okay, unfortunately, for all your telltales, they were not impressed. Roll 2d6, please.
Okay.
Get banned.
You're
Get banned.
I was gonna say you're gonna throw me out of the tavern. 6.
6. Liar. No one buys your ridiculous story. +1 ob to all haggler, orator, persuader, and manipulator tests during this town phase. So you entertain them, but they think you're a liar.
You know
Okay.
what? I'm gonna come in and swoop, and I'm gonna recover our stolen valor and say, "That's a nice story. Too bad that didn't happen the way it did. You were hiding in the corner, while me and my good friend Oswin here were truly the heroes of the day. I, armed with nothing but a busted lantern, and Oswin carrying the fight. Truly, we defeated the spider together. While Talia here just cried like a woman."
The crowd laughs. They don't believe you either. They just think that you're
Oh.
mocking her. They just think that this is all very, very funny. So, yep. So +1 ob to all haggler, orator, persuader, and manipulator tests during this town phase.
Okay, fair enough. Do they still buy me a drink?
No, you have to roll.
No.
You have to be successful and then roll for it.
You told
Okay.
a bad story. You told
Okay,
a
maybe
roll
super
for it
bad
afterwards
story.
as well.
It didn't happen.
Okay.
It's just because like if you're successful in telling a tale, sometimes they'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to tell them the story of how I slept with Talia's dad.
But yeah, you can still have the first drink for not for free because you told
Yeah,
tales.
but pay for it for sure.
You can still remove hungry and thirsty for an extra D if you want.
Yeah. Well, I don't have hungry and thirsty, but I do want that +1 D on removing angry if possible. Oh, excuse me. So it would be buying 2 drinks, right?
You'd buy 2 drinks, but keep in mind because you've told tales, that's another +1. That's
Oh wait,
so
what?
it'll be +3. Yeah, when you tell tales, it's +1 lifestyle cost.
Oh, just to tell the tales?
Yep. One of the nice things about it is that you can get a drink for free, but you have to get it.
Wait, that's not for free then. That's just paying
Nope.
for it with a test.
Yeah, but
Because I could just buy the drink for 1 +1 lifestyle.
You can buy the drink for 1, or you can get it bought for you, or other good things can happen.
like they could give you money and other
They can
things.
give you money. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You can make friends. You can
Yeah.
you can get +1 D to all tests involving things. You can remove the angry. You can get healed from the angry condition
Okay.
by telling. All kinds of good things can happen. But
And
Yeah.
yet you wasted it on a lie.
Interesting. Okay.
He
Okay,
was
fair enough.
lying.
she was lying. It's true.
Yeah, why
Well,
would
then I
you
guess
tell
the
them?
question is, do I just go back and try to recover angry on its own, or do I could also just buy alcohol at the market, right?
Yep.
Maybe I'll do that
You
then.
can just go buy
'Cause
wine somewhere else.
I can just go buy. I'm like, all right, that was fun. I'm going to the market. I'm going to go buy wine at the
Yeah, I'm
market.
not drinking here, losers.
Do
Yeah.
people really do that? Just go into taverns to tell lies?
Okay. What's next on the docket?
Let other people do their thing.
All right. Well, I think what I'm going to do is do personal business and pray for my thing to go away. Or wait, no, I don't. I don't do that.
Okay.
I guess I'll try to recover angry.
You are staying at the hotel, right?
Yeah, it doesn't give me any bonus or not anything.
But yeah.
I think I get 2 free ones, but if I fail, you cannot further recover. So
Okay.
1 second. Yep. Right. Angry.
Ew.
You automatically recover from exhausted.
I have fate. I am spending it.
Okay.
That's 6. And yes.
No longer angry. And you get another recovery test. And I believe that just leaves injured for you, right?
No, I'm still afraid.
Oh, he's still afraid.
Yeah.
Rough luck.
No, yeah. So I know I get 2 free.
You get 2 free tests. Yes.
I can try to recover afraid. Well, let's see what else is doing. If someone's buying a bunch of wine, I want to sip of wine before attempting this.
I want to see if I can heal my.
I mean, Tully can go buy wine for all 3 of
Sorry,
us.
does it say that you can make? If you fail a test, you don't get to make another one? Where does it say that?
I think that's in the recovery section. I know it's the first edition rule. I'm pretty sure that's just like in camp or in
Recovery in town. It says adventurers may make 1 recovery test per condition during each town phase.
Okay.
Recovery tests in town are restricted by accommodation types.
Yeah, if you don't clear it, you can't make a new one, right?
Where did you see that, Andrew?
That's page 117 of the Scholar's Guide, I believe.
117. Okay.
Recovery in town, no problem.
Just helpful for us to keep abreast of the rules. Recovery in town. Yeah. Well, okay. Yes. 1 recovery test per condition. So it's not that you can't. If you find some other way of curing that condition, you can make further tests at the hotel. You just can't try that one again. So that's worth considering.
Wait, sorry. Where does it say that?
So you can only make 1 test per condition per town phase, but if you get that healed in some other way, you can still use your second free test on another thing at the hotel, right?
Right.
Or if you get a condition imposed on you for some reason while you're in town, you can still use that second one for a different one.
Yeah.
But you just can't use it for the same one.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to go around town and see if I can find somebody to help me heal my injury.
Oh, it's simple enough. You just need to, you can just make a recovery test.
But you need to do it in recovery order. So you need to first cure your hunger and thirst, and then you're angry.
Well, I guess
I'm not either of those things.
Yeah, I thought you still hungry and thirsty.
What? If somebody said I was hungry and thirsty, I must have missed it.
It was the grind ticked over.
When the grind ticked over after the fight, you should have you got 4 conditions all at once. Unfortunately, just because the grind ticked over and you lost the fight.
And then you got an additional condition by failing the Pathfinder test or whatever.
Yeah, so you would have been hungry, angry, afraid, exhausted, and injured.
Or whatever test you failed with.
I thought we succeeded the Pathfinder test.
Not the Pathfinder.
You did.
One of the ones.
It wasn't from that.
No, it was from the Scout test.
The Scout
test. Yeah. That was what was failed, and that's why you got the afraid condition.
Oh, I should put the F back on here then. Okay then. I'm gonna go look for food then, because that takes precedence over my physical injury.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna rack up a bunch of stuff and then pray to God that we could pay our debts when we come back.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing is whatchamacallit.
I just want to lie a lot more and use this fake credential I made and tell people I'm a cop. That's what I wanted to do today. That's what I want to do most days.
Right, but you're paying with coin, and you probably only have one coin, or your word, your reputation, which might be ruined.
I would be ruined. I flash my card at you
Because it's still you. Like they're
No, it's not. I'm somebody else, and I remove
You have
my
resources
badge.
too. So you have a bit of a
yeah, but they
buffer
wouldn't
to-
do anything. You have to call upon your name. You're like, I'm Byron, the mage.
Well, I could just
That's
say I'm somebody else.
Yeah,
but
then your
it's not
resources
working.
would be zero unless you have cold hard cash. You wouldn't be able to do any
If
of
you're
this
just
stuff.
saying like I'm some random person, trust me, and they'll be like, "What? No."
Why not? And then I show them the card.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, "Who's that? I don't know who that is."
Damn it!
They might. I mean, if your name has to be meaningful, right?
All
That's
right,
not more.
well, I'm waiting for Talia to see if she's going to go buy. What are you buying?
Yeah. I was gonna go buy a ton of wine and we can all drink.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Are you buying a jug of wine?
Sure. How much is a jug?
It would be. I don't know. Where do I find this? Where do I find prices of things?
I'm just checking
It's
the
in
Lore Master's Guide. I think they
The
have
Lore
like
Master's Manual, right?
Well, it's 3 draughts of water of wine.
There we go. A jug of wine. Ob 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
So how does excuse me? How does buying things at market work? Like,
You make a resources test.
You make a
So I have
resources
to-
test.
so I have to
Yep.
buy them there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, well,
They-
then maybe I don't do that.
they don't get added
You
to your
can-
bill.
They don't like buying. They tend to not let give you things on credit.
Yeah. How much is just one thing of wine?
Like a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
It would be, I guess, a bottle plus wine, but just wine would be ob 1 if you have something to put it in, and if you want a bottle,
I do
to
have
put the
an
wine in?
empty bottle that was
if you have a
previously
bottle,
held
then
by
it'll just
wine.
be. If you have a bottle or a skin, it'll just be ob 1. If you want to buy something to put it in, it'll probably be an additional 1 or 2, depending on what the container is.
I might just go buy the wine for myself then.
Okay.
Just a
that'd be,
bottle.
just
Refill my
just,
bottle.
So how are we
Ob 1.
splitting up the cash, by the way?
I have no idea.
Well, we should decide this before we start buying stuff
Man.
like this right now.
Yeah. Well, depends. So I already have +1 from telling tales. And then I don't know if this adds to, I guess it doesn't add to my bill. I just make a resources test. And
But
then
you
if things
need-
go well,
but you need the money for that, or you could chance it on your resources.
yeah. So either I spend the D here. So we decide if we want that or not. But if not, I'm willing to make the test just because I want that wine. And then if I do make my 2 recovery tests somehow, then I can spend an extra 1 to try and recover injured. But
Yep.
so that'd put me at a total of 3, which would technically be the book. But I don't know if that works that way because I'd have to spend 1 at the market, which is like separate.
What?
If you bought the book at the market if you bought a jug of wine at the market, you'd have 3 dice and use the book there. You'd be +3 to guarantee the bottle of wine. And then
Yep.
if you didn't do anything else, you'd try to get 2 recovery tests in for free. And then that'd be your 2. And then you'd be resources 3 versus ob 1 when you leave town.
Okay.
Which is like not bad with no coin though, so it's kind of bad, but not that bad. And then Tyler could drink the wine for one of his recovery tests, so he's not hungry and thirsty anymore. And then he can make like an afraid condition, I think, in the stables or flop house wherever he's staying.
I'm saying the flop house.
So then he gets one of my coin for that. And then that leaves me with a single coin, which I will probably use to pray and try to clear my purification. And then leave town and pay my bills with that one coin for praying. But not get the bonus, because if I had like 4, I would join the cult right now and be like, I am a part of this church. I am joined it. But I did not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's is that the way you want to do it, or do you want to like buy 1 bottle of wine on your credit and then do 3 things, or try to attempt 3 things, and then if you fail, you could always give, I can give you the coin instead, and then Tyler could get the book, and then he could try to clear more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think. If I could potentially somehow get to injured, I don't know how I would. Well, I'd have to spend another extra one to get one more test at the hotel. But the wine is good for all of us in that it gives all of us a bonus to recover. And we desperately need to get rid of like some of these conditions.
It also gives us a bottle to leave town with, and
True.
we don't have.
And we can have a jug.
I don't have my
to
food
hold water.
until I get my pack again.
Yeah. How much does a jug hold 2 spots?
I believe it holds 3 spots.
Oh, it's 3 spots.
Or
But
wine.
like, sorry, pack. Like, how much pack is it?
It is pack for 3. Like
It
that?
is pack 3. Carry 2 or pack 3. Oof.
Yeah.
Um.
I don't have the spots unless we get the horse, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So what do you want? Because like what you could do is you could buy 1 bottle of wine or just put the wine in the bottle that you provide, and then use that to try to recover one of your conditions. Try to cover the second one for free.
Mm-hmm.
We give Tyler the coin. He goes to the bar, tries to clear 2 of his conditions, like hungry and thirsty, and one of the other ones, and then he can make the test at wherever he's staying to try to cure like third exhausted.
Yeah, I actually think I like that better. Because then I don't want to necessarily risk my resources if I don't have to. So if I can get
you're still risking your resources when you leave town with the same like 3v1, because you still have to pay your bills.
I'll pay for the telling tales, right?
Yeah, or like just staying. There's no such thing as a free lunch or whatever the rule is. I can't remember the rule.
Right.
Yep, there's no free lunch. You always got to pay 1. Is it there's no free lunch? Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's is that fine? Yeah, I think that's probably the best option, honestly. Because I want to try and be able to get a crack at both. And if I can make that will test, my will goes to 4, and then I have 4 will going into Afraid. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, do we want to have give everyone a wine, then Tyler will leave town max injured and exhausted, and I will have and then he can potentially cure it with the rest. Only 1, and then you could, I guess, only get 1 anyway, like, right? Because
but he's gonna have to pay to make his checks, though, right? Like,
right, he's already paying 1 to make. He gets whatever the flophouse check is. I'm saying like he can do that later, right? Like before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
And he can go to the bar and then do that, or he can, if you buy wine and he just drink, it cures 1, and then he could try to cure the Afraid.
Yeah. I
mean, I can dig it.
There's 2 options: the one where you buy a single bottle, or one where you buy a jug. And you said you were maybe leaning toward the single bottle.
Well, yeah, because I thought that let Tyler use the book to make a bunch of checks for his recovery.
Let's him make 1 extra check. Gets him a free beer and roll on the rumor table. Then he gets to buy a second beer to try to recover I think, afraid with an external die, and then he gets. Does staying at where are you staying? At flop post or stables?
Flop house.
Does staying at flop post let you cure exhaustion?
I believe so.
Oh, like does it allow you? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think you can. The only thing it doesn't allow you to do is
Floppo, so he gets one test. Additional test costs +1. Yeah, the only thing I can't recover is sick.
Okay,
except
so
sick. Yeah.
he could potentially. Yeah, he can potentially try to cure food and his.
Yeah, so it's the stables you can't do injured or sick.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so
but go ahead.
like,
Continue.
so Hungry and Thirsty wouldn't actually be a recovery test, though, right?
No, but it would still
Nope.
cost a point of. You still need to
But
buy
it'll cost
something.
the lifestyle cost at the tavern specifically.
Yeah.
So that'll be 1 gold, and then he gets to make his Afraid for free. And then if he wants to spend 1 for Exhausted, he has to spend another.
He doesn't
gold,
get
so
to
that's
make
3.
Afraid for free.
Like he gets he's paid in terms of staying at the flop house.
No. I would say it's not gold, it's +1 lifestyle. So it's 1 lifestyle to tavern, and I would say he'd go 1 lifestyle at the tavern again since he's already there to get an additional die and to try to make the Afraid test.
Okay.
At the tavern with the 1 die, right?
Well, I think it only adds to Angry, doesn't it, for the tavern?
Oh, is it angry? I thought it was for
Yeah.
angry and afraid.
I think it's just Angry. It's only if you have wine like from an item that it gives you both.
Okay, well then it would be at the.
For a reason, my PDF is not loading for the Scholar's Guide, so I'm just going to take your guys' word for it until I can figure out why it's not loading.
Yeah, it just sounds like Tyler needs a lot of money. That's all.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then. You buy your thing. Okay, well in that case, since I'm not doing anything, I'm just gonna make my test then and see if I can cure myself.
So wait, I'm taking 1 of the D. Do I spend it at the market or do I spend it when I leave, or either or?
Either or. You're risking it one or the other.
Okay.
I'd say just mark it and then pay your bills with just your word because it's later. Whereas if you fail and then earlier, it's a little bit worse. I don't know.
Does that work for you?
I'm going to try to recover from Afraid.
Okay. At the hotel?
Yeah.
Ooh, close.
Oh, you do not recover. You are still afraid. It's very sad.
Fine. And then I'm going to try to. I'm going to spend my lifestyle, do the theologian test versus my current Erd.
Okay. You will attempt once more to reduce your immortal burden.
Ob 3. Definitely failing this. A whole bunch of 6s. Sixes. Come on. Oh, I'm injured, so it's giving me 1 -1. That's terrible.
Can you use the trait against yourself?
Not in town.
Not in town? Okay.
Wondering how I should handle this. Yeah, so I feel like I don't want to just give you a condition, because I kind of threatened you last time,
Jesus.
So maybe I should. The gods should probably make good on threats when they make them, right? Otherwise, what's the point?
Otherwise, the worshippers get complacent.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't.
It's gonna start bleeding out of his eyes or something. Oh shit! He rolled 0.
Purification. Well, yeah, I mean that wouldn't matter, I guess I'll have to do a twist because I don't want to just give you a condition, or I don't want to reduce your burden by 1 and give you a condition again. I did that last time.
Yeah, you could. My immortal patron, I believe, probably would be the patron of the one with the drinking horn, the So you could either be like, I can't cast it until like I'm actually cured, or it's harder, or maybe all such creation spells is harder, or
I will say, yeah, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be simple enough that you propitiate and bend and scrape before your god, but they do not respond to you. They have abandoned you in your hour of need.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll say you cannot cast until you have purged your burden. At least made progress in purging your burden. We'll see how we go.
Okay.
When you next propitiate your gods for forgiveness, we will see.
So I'm done all of the things I need to do at town until we pay bills. I'm just gonna go to the washroom.
Okay.
So I'm gonna buy that wine.
Okay.
I guess I'll use
You're
the
gonna
one
buy
D
like
here.
a bottle or a jug?
I'll just fill my bottle.
Okay, so that's just 1D. For you. John has 1D as well, because he just did his personal business. So you fill your bottle, you said? Or skin?
Yep. Fill my bottle, yeah.
You filled your bottle with wine. The merchants have not blacklisted you just yet.
Nice. And then I'll go into the hotel
Uh-huh.
and cozy down and drink my wine.
Okay,
Try to recover from being angry.
go for it.
Angry girl.
We get +1 die.
Hey. No longer angry, my will goes to 4.
Correct.
I'm not gonna try not to be such a sissy.
Well, I mean, and the alternative is death.
I mean, touche. Okay, so
Okay.
just roll.
Yeah. Your second is
Ooh, not so much.
you are still afraid,
I'm still feared.
but you are no longer angry, so you got that going for you.
Indeed. Wow.
I am back. Happening.
I'm no longer angry, but I'm still afraid.
Yep. All right. So that is anything else you wanted to do in town?
I don't think so.
Okay. So Tyler, that just leaves you. Anything you want? Yeah. You have to do something.
I was gonna
Nothing comes for free.
I'll drink that wine from one. Give me that wine.
What?
Thought we were sharing wine.
No, we don't have enough.
He drank it. We're giving you a book to go to the tavern and then try heal.
Oh, okay. Give me the book.
You have the book.
I have the book.
Okay.
Yep.
That book is worth 3 dice.
Was it the bestiary?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna read it. Read it.
Well,
Do you want to read it or do you want to recover?
I'll use Wizard Sight and see if I see anything in it.
No, but that costs that'd be personal business. It costs your living +1.
That's fine.
It would rack your bills up, but you don't have any cash to pay.
That's the thing with debt is you can always escape it.
All right.
sorry. So what are you doing with the bestiary?
I wanna use Wizard Sight to read it at the detriment to my cost.
Well, you don't
of
need
living.
to use Wizard Sight to read it. You can just read it because
I want to see if there's anything magic on it. It's a
He has
spider.
a theory that it's got like secret writing.
Oh, okay.
Also-
it isn't. It's just normal writing.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
see like any hidden.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It's just a normal book.
Alright. I'm gonna go sell this then. I'm gonna tell it makes great rolling paper.
It makes, yeah. I mean, probably.
Yeah. Go sell
Okay.
this book. Here's a bestiary book. I got it from a spider we killed.
Okay, yeah, it's worth 3 dice of treasure. You don't need to you can just use it for money. You don't need to.
I have to roll
Yeah.
for it.
No, you don't need to roll it or anything. That's just how much money it's worth, so we can shortcut all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In which case, then I guess I just want to
Go to the tavern, drink drinks,
Yeah.
and then go roll your flop house rolls.
I got no business in this town. I gotta go back to Alden Ports, go see my dude, my mentor, at some point. So yeah, I'm just gonna go do that. I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna drink.
Okay, so you drink. You are no longer hungry and thirsty,
Gets a roll on a rumor table.
and you get a roll on the rumor table. Yes.
Nice.
So where's the rumor table? Rumor. Tavern rumors.
I want it to be like a cool rumor.
We will see.
Gotta be cool. I'll settle for no less than a cool rumor. Like, I heard that guy killed a spider for bus fare and then walked.
All right, 3d6.
Can I pop a
14.
fate? Let me pop a fate.
You cannot.
Ah, okay, that's still good.
Okay. Nothing happens just yet.
Just yet. Something will
Yes.
happen. Ooh.
Something may happen. Anyway, continue your business at the tavern.
Alright. I want to drink until I'm no longer afraid and I get the courage.
Okay. So you're gonna have a second drink.
Yeah.
Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Okay, so you have a second drink, and you make a recovery test for angry with a +1 bonus.
I'm angry again?
No, you don't need a second drink.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I
So
wanted
you're-
to cure afraid. Like, you know when you get
Oh, well,
liquid.
there's nothing you can do about that here. You can do that at home.
Okay. I'm gonna go home and deal with my fear then, just like I do in real life.
Okay. That's Ob 3.
Op 3, and that's a health test, right?
Sorry. So if you're leaving the tavern, then sorry.
Quill test.
Health test,
Right,
gotcha.
before that happens, I wanted to tell you, before you leave your tavern, or as you are leaving the tavern, a messenger approaches you and delivers you a message from your mentor.
Ooh.
Yes. It says that I have exciting news to share. A new cache of magical items has been found near to Alderport. And it seems like the kind of thing that you would be interested in, so I thought I would send a word to you immediately. An old wizard's tower that had been lost for centuries has reappeared, and no doubt holds all kinds of interesting magical secrets. Come visit me, and I will tell you more.
Ooh. Thank you, messenger. Does that have to pay him anything?
Nope, he's prepaid. That's how it works.
Sometimes they collect tips, you know.
Well, you can give him a tip if you want.
Like, does he need like 34 cents on collect? I don't know. Okay. Thank you. I want to give him a piece of copper. I don't think I have any though.
You can give him a coin, and we'll just call it even.
All right. I'm
Okay.
appreciative and respectful.
Go ahead and make your recovery test now. 2 still, presumably.
And it's will, but damn it. Ob 3. My will's 4, but I'm rolling 3 because I'm probably injured.
Yeah. So hit the X on that, Tyler.
So what?
Cancel that menu.
Okay.
You see where it says afraid on the conditions?
Yeah.
If you click on the will ob 3 there, it'll give you the recovery test roll. I won't give you the -1 for being injured.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, let's do this.
I think you're good.
You recover.
I'm no longer afraid.
You're exhausted and backpack aren't relevant for this, obviously.
I'm
So
sick of this.
you are no longer afraid.
Yep. Don't forget to mark an advance there for Will Teller.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else have any more town business?
I think Tyler can.
I wanted to heal my injury.
I don't
Is
know
there
if he can heal you.
like a horse doctor I can see?
So I was gonna say, technically, if we have a healer, they can skirt the condition order.
Well, yeah,
Excuse
you can
me.
make someone can do healer tests, but that would be a personal business.
Yeah.
So
So I don't know if Tyler wants to try and seek out a healer. I don't know how possible or expensive that would be.
I mean,
Um,
it would probably be at least 1 + 1d to find them, and then probably another one
mhm.
to get them. So
Alternatively, you could just try and recover exhausted. Because you've only made the one check. You can spend one more to get another one. I don't know what your current bill is at, but you do have a book worth 3 dice.
just one right now.
Yeah. What about the candle? Are we selling that too?
Oh, sorry, it's 2 right now because one for
Mhm.
the accommodation and one for the tavern.
Yep.
You cannot sell the candle. The candle is not worth anything.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
the candle is the only source of light we have right now. We're going to desperately need it when we head back.
Hey, we got a perfectly fine lamp here.
Yep.
Mm.
Look, I'm sure through hubris we can make this lamp work.
Okay, so I would suggest you try and recover exhausted if you can, but
Yeah, I'd like to
you?
do that. I'd probably have to go to bed to do that, wouldn't I?
Nope.
You can. It just costs another +1 more, right? At the flop house.
I
You can
believe
make
so. You
2.
just spend. Yeah, you can spend up to. You can basically spend one more gold to do one more test.
Yep. So you can do that if you want.
Okay, we can do that then. And it's
Okay.
ob 3 again.
Yes, and I believe
Whatever it says. Yeah.
if you have a good working cloak, which you do, I believe, you can
I
use it
think
to aid you.
Good cloak.
Basically, go take a nap in the corner.
Okay. Recovery from exhausted gear supplies +1d1 or
Yep.
+1d. All right,
if
let's
you
do
wrap
this.
yourself in your cloak, then you get +1.
I don't feel good. Let's go to sleep.
There you go.
Wow, I'm just killing it.
Okay, you are no longer exhausted.
Wow, what a good day so far. What a nice town we're in. Everything's just
Okay.
turning up me. I got good news. I'm no longer afraid or tired.
Anyone else have any more business?
That's a good boozy day.
I don't think so.
Okay. Then shall we leave town?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay, so if my counts are correct,
I'm gonna grit
Sean,
my teeth.
Oh, you're gonna grit your teeth? Okay. Grit your teeth. Page 50. What does that entail? Okay, I reduce health, nature, or a health-based skill by -1d and removes the condition. What's it gonna be? Oswin. Well, I don't think there's any reason to get fancy. Let's just make it health. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have too many other skills, and I don't want to reduce the ones that you do have because they're pretty low. So we'll just knock down your health by 1, and you erase all passes and fails for it. So there you go.
Oh,
Your health is now 4. I think that's being kinder than reducing one of your skills, honestly. But you're a new character, so I'll. Okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Sean has +1 Ob from town, sorry, it's an Ob 1 test to leave town. Andrew is an Ob 2, and Tyler is an Ob 3.
Aren't I only Ob 1? Because I thought the market was separate from lifestyle, right?
Market is
Yes.
free.
But yeah, sorry, you told tales.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then sorry, you went to the hotel, which you can
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. It's only +1 for you as well. Sorry, that's why I did it. But Tyler is +3 because 2 tests plus the tavern, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead and make your tests. And let me know what treasure you're using, if any.
Oh,
I'm also using gold.
I'm deleting the gold from my pack after this. Hell no.
Ooh, I saw that 0 and I thought that was me. I succeed.
You do succeed.
I want to use my fake credentials to get a +1, hopefully. Like, look, here's the gold I got, but I can come back later.
Sorry, so Oswin, you were using 1 dice of treasure, right? Or were you not?
He was.
Yeah. Okay.
So I rolled 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Using your credentials in what way?
I'll just be like, look, everything's above water, and if
At this town phases are abstract. You should have done that with the Hagler test. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank
Yeah, because like it's a bit too late now, right? If you had when you were buying things, you said, "Hey, I'm by the way," or when you were at the flop house, you're like, "Hey, I have to lay low here. I'm a member of this, thing."
That's right. I wanted to lie in different ways, not in the obvious way. Damn it. All right.
This is like the accumulation of everything you've done while you were here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You succeed because you had the book.
So he should roll 3 extra dice, though.
That's true. You should roll 3 extra dice.
Oh,
because you're spending the book, right?
Oh, I thought that already counted. All right.
No, this is when it counts.
Okay, well,
mark a pass on your resources.
Yeah.
Dude.
This is when you like it's all abstracted, then you just spend everything at the end. Although in game you were doing it all along. You cashed in when you got there and spent all the stuff you had while you were there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just abstracted, so you just have to do it once. All right. So town phase is officially over. Anything else I need to do? The town phase. Let me see. Adventure phase, camp phase, town phase. Here it is.
To our waters. Marskins go.
Leaving town. Yes. So you can refill empty liquid containers with water. You have tested resources. If you have no tax or conditions, you become fresh. If you are successful and taxed but have no conditions, you get recover 1 point of tax nature. And none of you failed. So yeah, you're all good.
I'm still injured. So I'm not fresh.
I'm also afraid.
Oswin, you are afraid still. But you guys are in better shape than when you got here, so you got that.
We're in
all
much
right,
better shape.
And I think we'll call the session there before you guys set off again.
Yep.
So yeah. End of session.
Was that session 2 for the next section, or was that session?
This is the end where we do the rewards now.
Yes. So beliefs, goals, instincts, and creeds. Who wants to go first?
I can go first. My belief: it is better to act than to hesitate. Yeah. I fought that giant spider without hesitation. I constantly pushed to go forward, unless it was like literally almost certain death going back.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that works.
I agree.
Creed wasn't tested. Goal, discover what is causing the livestock to disappear. I did make progress on it. Like, we defeated the spider, and we managed to, as much as they ran away, we got the bandits out of their cocoons, and we found out that they were there. So definitely the bandits weren't just, like, gone. They were captured in the forest. And we know now that there's a giant something guarding the way. We don't know if we can just slip by, but I feel like I've made progress towards discovering what's going on, but I haven't quite gotten there yet.
Sure, yeah. I'll say that you made progress this session. Yeah, that makes sense.
Including both previous session and today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then when in camp cook, I think I did use that to assist our group at some point. In these last
It
few
would have been
sessions.
last session, right?
I think it would have been last session, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you triggered that instinct last session, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. A bit hard to tell sometimes with the break, but I think so. And that's it.
Okay.
I
Who's next?
actually don't think we did camp though last session.
Did we not?
No.
Okay.
Was it the end of camp that you broke? Like the end, like
We got
the
lost.
second.
We got lost. We made a couple of checks and then we fought. We didn't actually break because I essentially casted the light spell and didn't have a chance to cure it.
Oh right, you would have known because you had to you would have lowered your burden, right, in camp. That's right. Okay, sorry, you didn't trigger anything.
Nope, that's okay.
Before then, it must have been
Yep.
because I know you did it recently, but I didn't remember how recently.
Yeah,
I should keep track of these things as GM, but that's okay.
Oh, so should I.
All right, who's you want to go next then, Sean?
Sure. I am Oswin Cook, and my belief is I will defend my family and friends from all harm. I upheld that belief when I jumped into the fight, the kill phase, even though I would rather have fled, personally.
Agree, you earn a fate.
My goal is to find out what was driving the wolves away from the mountain and help the locals. I think I killed the spider, but I don't think I took any actions to determine if the spider, like if I opened one of the sacks and the wolf was there, I'd be like, okay, the spider did it. But I did not make any action, and I in fact didn't go up the mountain, so I don't think I worked toward my goal.
Okay.
And when
I would say keep both of those ideas in mind, because those are things. If you had done those things, then I think that would have been enough.
Yeah, I know. I specifically was like, I'm in too bad a shape, and specifically because of the first session, I was like, I'm very much goal oriented, and I was like, I'll be a little less.
That's okay. Yeah, no. I agree with you, and I'm just going to say that. Yeah, I think if you had done either of those things, that probably would have been enough progress for me to at least give you a fate, for sure.
So when camping, pray to lessen the wrath of the gods. Again, we didn't camp before we became angry or exhausted. Exhausted, yeah. We didn't camp. We didn't camp prior to the fights. We only camped after, and we were exhausted.
Correct.
If I had that, like when at break pray lesson, I possibly could have triggered it in the town phase. But I like being specific in location. It's kind of encouraged in the book. So that is that on one fate.
Can you use free instincts in town? I guess so, eh?
Yeah, you can use instincts in town.
If you use an instinct in town, does it increase your lifestyle though?
No, it increases whatever the lifestyle. It decreases whatever the lifestyle cost of that thing by 1. So if you're doing it's like, when in camp, always stay at the hotel. Even though I don't own it, it would just, instead of being like plus 3, it would be
plus 2. Huh.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So that is me. Let us throw it over to Byron, Tyler.
Boom. My belief, anything worth doing is worth doing in style. I think I did that when I used extravagant when trying to distract the spider for you, Oswin. Creed, there's no place for hatred on this crew. I have zero hatred policy. My goal, stop whatever it is who took the bandits. I feel like we did when we defeated the spider. And when in camp, take time to teach others. I don't think we did camp last time, so like we didn't.
Well, you camped this time, but unfortunately you couldn't trigger your instinct for free because you were exhausted. But I will say you did accomplish your goal, so and you did uphold your belief. So you get a fate, and you accomplished that goal. You did find what happened to the bandits.
And we stopped them.
Yep. You found and stopped the thing that was responsible for the bandits disappearing. Pretty undeniable, given that you found them all wrapped up in spider silk.
How fortuitous!
Oh, look, it's all these bandits. So there you go. Okay, next we go with gallows humor. Anybody crack wise last session that I forgot about?
I don't know if anybody cracked wise.
When we were going down the mountain, I said, "Rolling stone gathers no moss." I don't know if that counts, though. It's not gallows. So we were all just afraid and terrified.
I specifically remember lamenting after the fight that none of us cracked wise in the face of danger, because that was real danger.
Because you guys were, you were too concerned for your characters to crack wise in character. I recall that as well. Yes,
exactly.
And I don't think anything fit the bill this session.
No, I think the only test that would possibly be the level of danger required would be the Pathfinder test that Talia went, but she did not crack wise.
Yeah.
We gotta start cracking wise, people. We need irony poisoning and just an aloof sense of detachment from the world around us so we can make light of the inherent flaws and dangers and, inconsistencies.
All right, most valuable player. What's it going to be?
I want to say Oswin for the light.
Yeah, you picked up where I threw down the lamp.
Yeah, I will gladly accept that.
Okay.
Yes.
If everyone else is happy with it, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where it was. I don't think, did I kill it? I rolled a nature 4 test.
Which thing?
I rolled a nature test on accident.
Oh. Okay. What about teamwork?
Teamworker.
Remember when Talia killed that spider? That was really cool. I think she deserves it the most.
Very kind, thank you.
Yeah, I'd say we could give it to Talia because she led us down the mountain at the cost of her own life. She did do a lot of the damage to the spider, even though she did not finish it off. And yeah, I feel like the leading us down the mountain was big and huge.
Okay. Works for me. If you guys are happy with it, I'm happy with it.
I would describe Talia as big and huge.
I'm trying to find what the rewards are for these. I forget what they are.
Persona.
They're both Persona? Yeah, okay, that makes
Gallows
sense.
humor is fate.
Where is this? Where can I find it?
In the Scholar's Guide, I think.
Right, it's 83? Loot? Yeah, it's gotta be 83, right? Right, here it is. Yeah, Persona points.
All right. Well, that is great. I think we need to name this session.
I agree. What would it be?
Something about like your life dangles on a thread.
Yeah. Can you relate that to spiders? It's for both sessions, right? Not just this one?
Yeah.
Or is it? Okay.
Threadbare expectations. I just like the word threadbare.
Yeah. want to say like a silk garrote. But
Can't threadbare it anymore. Now I'm reaching.
no, I mean I like where you're going with that. Like the
That's the
Okay,
news.
cool.
I gotta workshop it more.
oh, what about something about a web?
8-legged freakazoid.
Web of lies.
Ooh, I like that.
Did anybody tell any lies?
A
We
web
got
of,
caught in
a
a
web
lie.
of thieves.
We
Oh,
got-
yeah, you did get caught in your web of lies. That's perfect. You got caught in a web of lies.
It wasn't a web. Shut up.
It was like a single strand, but you managed to get caught in it regardless.
Yeah.
I do like that. Yeah, let's go with a web of lies.
Web of lies. Excellent.
Little web lies.
Excellent news. Well then, I will post this on YouTube, and you should follow if you want to follow. And if you're on Twitch, you could. I'm Digital Dungeons on Twitch also. I think there might be a link on the YouTube somewhere. If not, I will try to remember to add it. You can click it and go there. Congratulations. Also, of note, there has been, I think, 5 new subs on YouTube last month.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So we're at 20. Great job.
Hooray.
Jeff?
Thank you for watching. We love you.
Do we do good content? I believe I'd like to enjoy making this content. I don't know if it's good or not, but
If
I
you
like
enjoyed
playing it. By God darn, I love playing. It's a good time. Good.
If you enjoyed making it, they're gonna enjoy watching it.
That's not a guaranteed, but in this case, maybe.
I'm gonna make it through.
But we should. Thank you for GMing, Chris.
Yeah, no problem.
We are out.
We'll get through this session sooner or later.
Yeah.
Adventure.
This dungeon,
yeah.
rather.
Super haggard. We're like, oh my god.
We're just barely crawling forward. Don't stomp on me, senpai. It's good enough.
Yeah. Essentially.
Coal highs rise up.